What's up, family? It's your favorite cousin, your bald-headed brother, Cool Rich, back in this mug, and we're about to have another great conversation because, your favorite cousin's got to let you know about a few things that's out here in this world. And when you're out here trying to be your best self, you're trying to take your lady out, you're trying to do a lot of different things, or let's say if you're still out on the market and you're just testing the waters, you need to make sure that you correlate your fragrance with the date that you're having. So this is going to be a discussion about the top 3 date ideas that I have for you with the fragrances to match. So I'm going to give you a few date ideas because I noticed that a few of y'all liked a few of the date ideas that I had throughout there, as far as like the apple orchard situation, going downtown, in a nice big city, stuff like that. So sit back, relax, let's go ahead and chop it up real quick and dive a little bit deeper into this. Welcome back, and as you can see, I got on a nice polo sweater. This mug is real smooth, right? So you're keeping it cool because it's about to be fall. Well, it technically is fall, and we're in Q4. So this is going to be specifically more towards the fall and the winter time, because now we're starting to go into 60-degree weather and below. And I think that this fragrance that I ended up getting is a perfect illustration of that, as well as matching the cool that you will want to actually do. So what I would actually suggest when you actually wear this fragrance, you should go on a nice horse and carriage ride downtown. If you have that option, like let's say if you downtown Detroit, downtown Chicago, downtown Grand Rapids, downtown Indiana, downtown any place that you are in a nice vicinity, take a nice trip on a horse and carriage. And when you're doing that, because when you're doing, you got to think about it. When you're on a horse and carriage, sometimes you'll end up, snuggling up. You'll get cozy, you'll get comfortable. So with that, you want to have a fragrance that matches that. You want something that's comfortable, you want something that's inviting, you want something that's smooth, but you don't want something that's not going to work in those cooler months. And that fragrance that I picked out for this situation that's cool, Ralph Lauren's Ralph Club, and this one is the EDP. Still haven't gotten the EDT. So I mean, I still haven't gotten the Parfums or the Elixir, in which I plan to get those because I've heard the Elixir is an amazing fragrance. But just off of the first hit, you get a real good hit of that lavender and that clary sage. It's a very nice woody fragrance. There's so much that's going on with this bottle. So you get you get a hit of those, you get a hit of Virginia and cedar, but you also get a hit of that vetiver. So that vetiver is definitely nice. It's like a slight gourmand, but, well, actually I would say it's more of like a signature scent, but this is more, I'm not gonna say it's gourmand, it's more floral. This definitely looks floral, it's not gourmand at all. But this mug is nice. Scratch that about the gourmand, don't hold me to that. This mug is just nice and it performs well because it's more of a woody, floral fragrance. Definitely inviting. It gets a lot of compliments whenever you wear it. Plus, you got that nice cool bottle top. But this mug I actually love because it's so versatile. You really could wear this as a signature scent, and that's how I like this one. So, if you're going on a nice date, horse and carriage, downtown, let's say if you are taking a lady out on a date and you don't have to spend a lot of money. your gift of gab, your conversation should be the main thing that you actually use. So if you end up like, let's say you want to get some elephant ears, you're going to get like some tacos downtown or whatever, and you walking along the pier, and then y'all go on this nice little horse and carriage ride, this would end up working in your favor. So again, this is Ralph Lauren, Ralph's Club, EDP, and get your nose on the elixir as well, and the Parfums. Both of those are wonderful. Now this next one is from one of my favorite niche fragrance houses. This one is an amazing fragrance. It is perfect for the fall time. I would say that you should definitely rock this. You can actually rock this on Apple Orchard if you want, or you can actually rock it on, let's say, let me grab one of these testers. Make sure I haven't sprayed this one. Let's say if you were, you know what? This one will be perfect for if you went to a cigar lounge. So if your lady likes cigar lounges and or wine tasting, this is an amazing fragrance for that. If you're wondering what I'm referring to, that fragrance is Daniel Hossier Ombre Tabac. This mug is amazing. I love this fragrance. It definitely has a sweet note into it. Like, you definitely get the tonka bean, you get the vanilla, you get the amber, you get the tobacco. This mug is a bomb. Like, you get some incense. What else? What else? Patchouli. You could definitely smell the patchouli in this. I love that. But this mug is it's a balance between, and you know what? I will say you could definitely take this to a cider mill as well. You might just end up being overpowered by the cider. But as far as like if you went wine tasting or if you went to a cigar lounge, this will be amazing. So if you ever took a lady to a cigar lounge, pool hall, you know, playing darts or anything like that, or if you ever took a wine tasting, this will be an amazing fragrance to have for that. So I would definitely suggest if you did do any of those sorts, then you would want to wear this Daniel Hossier Ombre Tabac. Alright, now the last one, this mug is definitely a wonderful fragrance, and I would say that because of the floral slash citrusy, tobacco-y, like, more floral because it has cypress and jasmine. Then you also got the tobacco and the amber aspect of it, but it comes off with the violet and the bergamot. This mug is definitely a hit. And then you also got the sandalwood as well. So it's definitely a well-balanced fragrance, and the reason I actually choose this one is because I would say, let's say if you end up taking a lady to the gun range, right? You end up having a lot of those, if you take a lady to the gun range, you end up having a lot of gunpowder. So there's a lot of gunpowder that's expanded, and when you are at the gun range, they have a ventilation system that gets a lot of that out of there. But as you're leaving the gun range, you might end up smelling a little bit more earthier. So because you end up smelling a little bit more earthier, a little bit more like outside, because you are dealing with that lead, this mug actually cuts through it because you have that citrus balance mixed in with the woody aspect of it, plus it still has that floral aspect and the ambery base. So when you have all of that, it actually cuts through and works very well. And you know, as far as you getting the results that you will want, you'll end up getting those type of results. So imagine if you end up taking a girl to the gun range and stuff like that, you can also end up taking her candle shopping as well, and you can get something simple, similar to this, so that way you know, you'll make a lasting impression. Because, and I'm gonna tell you something, this is just from me to you, you know, young man and young man, young man and old man, or whatever the case may be. One thing that my old heads always taught me is that a woman loves when your house smells wonderful. Alright, she loves when you smell wonderful, and she loves when your house smells wonderful. So I would suggest, and this is just my thinking, because I'm out the game, but I'm just giving you some game from what I used to do. Let's say if you got a lady, right, or a lady that you're interested in, go ahead and tell her, like, hey, I want to take you candle shopping. You know, that way you can get some candles for yourself, but I also want you to get some candles that you will want to smell when you come over to my house. Stuff like that, simple shit. I mean, ooh, simple stuff, but stuff like that make a lasting impression. It makes a lady really comfortable in your house, and it really makes her feel appreciated. You know what I'm saying? But more so than anything, it really stands out to her. So stuff like that, and then you also got a nice fragrance that balances a lot of that stuff out with it as well. And then you also take into the aspect of, you know, firearms and how that gets your blood rushing and it's invigorating. And then on top of that, you smell wonderful, because this is one of those sensual fragrances that will get you some good compliments and get you some good results. So because it is like that, and it's a beautiful fragrance, I'm telling you, you will end up winning. Like, you can either go to the gun range or take a candle shopping. Either way, you end up winning. You know what I'm saying? So don't hesitate to sit up here and take some of this advice. You feel me? Like, those are just a couple date ideas that I've definitely used when I was single, and also being in a relationship as well. Me and my lady keep fragrances. Me and my lady have definitely been on all of these different things that I'm telling you about, and we've done all of this stuff. So I'm letting you know from experience on multiple different levels. But hey man, I appreciate y'all for tapping in and tuning in for another legendary video. Hey, y'all make sure that y'all, because we ain't even do the housekeeping to start off, we just dive right into it. So I need y'all to make sure that y'all like, share, and subscribe, and also watch the video all the way through. And if you did watch the video all the way through, go ahead and put in that # Cool Rich, just to let me know that you did actually watch it all the way up to this point, because I appreciate you for the support. I appreciate you for the love. Also, and if you want to donate, you can also donate to my Cash App at the $TheCoolRich. And yeah, man, we just gonna continue to grow, because like I said, when I dropped that video yesterday, we was at 149 and we ended up hitting 150 subscribers. So hey man, next goal, like I said, we trying to get to 500, then move over from 500 over to 1,000, and 1,000 over to 2,000, 5,000, half a million, all the stuff, bro. We building. But hey, I appreciate y'all, appreciate the community. I hope that y'all stay stress-free, get your money, and you know what, peace and love.